Welcome to the world of writing. This is Devin, and every day we talk about writing daily, how to write better, more often, more efficiently, across the board, more superior than the way you're writing now, getting more done, and living the life of a writer. I am Devin Galaudet, the editor-in-chief of In the Know Traveler and the author of the upcoming memoir, 10,000 Miles with My Dead Father's Ashes. As always, if you like what I am doing here every single day, we have buttons. We have buttons that you can click to like and support, and please take a moment to do that. That makes my day more bright and springtimey, and we are in spring. So, what do I have going on? I'm going to be taking, this is our 48th show, which I find to be really unbelievable and amazing. So it's happened very quickly. So episode number 48 is going to be about how do we declutter as writers? How do we get, I'll get to that in a minute, but just, if you like what I'm doing, click like and ask questions. There's a special box pretty much everywhere that we're going to appear. There's going to be a special box that will allow you to ask questions, to be in contact. I am easy to get in touch with, and I want to support your goal and vision as a writer. So getting back to our subject today, which is kind of about decluttering. Over the last couple of weeks, I've talked about how to make sure that you get your great ideas out on paper, which I think is really important. I've talked about carrying around a book. I have like a little black book that I make sure that I carry with me almost everywhere I go. So in case some genius idea in one of the multiple books that I'm working on shows up, I have the ability to write it down. I have the same sort of thing. I always keep a piece of paper and a pencil by my nightstand. So if I wake at 3 o'clock in the morning, I have an idea that I can scribble down. It doesn't always yield the best results, but sometimes it does. And that's an important part of being a writer, is being available to when those ideas show up. So here's the decluttering ideas. There's a couple of things that go on frequently with writers, is that we have like 10 different things going on simultaneously. We're working on different articles. I know that I do that. And what I tend to do is I allow my desktop computer to be filled with a pile of icons that don't do anything. They're not helpful, they're not useful, and it takes up my space. So, and then it looks out of array, and the more it looks out of array, the more I'm likely to be sort of confused and lazy. And it's kind of, I remember a friend telling me, messy bed, messy head. So when you wake up in the morning, make your bed so it looks like you are ready to go attack the world, and so that you don't climb back in bed. And so I think that logic extends to your computer desktop. Keep it clean and organized, and you can still keep things open, but it might be a good idea to have a sense of how that looks. Probably the more important part of the decluttering is that I've spoken to a lot of people, myself included, is that I have these pieces of paper where I've written down these ideas. I have this notebook that I keep in my back pocket. I have sort of like an accountability, which is a much bigger book that I use to write down ideas and thoughts and concepts of organizing my writing. And then what ends up happening is I have like 9 different places that I'm keeping all of these ideas. That's fine, but don't let it get out of hand. And when I say out of hand, if you are doing it more than, like if you're letting this stuff fester more than a week, it's time to like literally, and you may want to set an alarm on your superphone that says, 5 o'clock on Friday, I'm going to take all of the notes that I've written all over town, that I've written sort of in my little black book, and I've written on a stray newspaper. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them on the, if you are a digital person, as I am, I'm going to put them on all of my Word documents. All the things that I wrote down are going to go into their special little spots, so I know where they are at all times. And then I'm probably going to throw out that paper, just so I'm not repeating the same ideas over and over again. I throw out the newspaper. I may tear out the sheet from my little black book. And then, of course, once I run out of paper, I will start up a new one. But it's a means to keep me organized so it doesn't feel as though I am billowing ideas that are going in a bunch of meandering directions. And so when I want to actually utilize those ideas in my story, they're already where they're supposed to be. And I might even go as far as saying is not only do you have them organized where you take your little snippet of an idea from a notebook or the newspaper that you've written down and then putting it into the file that it should be in, I will then maybe take 10 or 15 minutes to expand upon that idea so I can get my full thought out. And then I can take that paragraph or that page or those 5 pages and I can put them where they need to be in the larger context of my story. And again, if you like what we've got going on here, we are writing daily every single day. Make sure that you like and follow. We're going to, right now, this is kind of crazy. We are on YouTube. We are on, of course, Facebook. And I'm also now on Stitcher, Google Live or Google Play, as well as several other places, which is, including iTunes. And I think I just applied for Spotify. So this little journey is kind of going in all kinds of directions. And then I'm going to, after this is done today, I'm going to throw them all on my regular DevinGalaudet.com page so that they will always be there for you and everybody else. And then we're going to be turning like crazy town into social media. So anyway, that's what's happening today. Again, follow me, like me, ask questions because maybe they will turn into a future podcast. I am grateful for all the little notes that you guys have been writing to me on Facebook. It's really a lot of fun. So I think I know that I'm headed in the right direction. And of course, check out, if you're interested in my book, 10,000 Miles with My Dead Father's Ashes, find it at devingallaudet.com/dad. That'll give you the query. And we're going to talk more about queries and how to get this stuff done in the very near future. But for today, as always, I'm a little bit unshaven and wearing plaid in all likelihood. And until tomorrow, keep writing daily. So glad that you guys joined us today and have a terrific one. Thanks.